can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. Too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. Too easy. It's too easy. I've been there, done it, seen it.
I saw that.
Boy, all that like Keenan.
I did that.
Still got crack, they fiendin'. Flow still hot like Phoenix. Shine so bright, I'm gleaming. This off top, I'm tweaking. Fresh out the rat like Neiman. And I'm still trying to fight my demons. Cause we all gotta act like Tina. That's why I gotta ride with the Nina. Outside, it's a war going on. Make me put my hands on my head like the Macarena. They want you walking on board like Kima. Ain't give a F to you like John Cena. Putting blood on the brand new Beamer. Trying to earn 8 stripes like Adidas. You get cold when you ride with the heater. It'll turn you to a dog like a Keeta. And expose to a cat like a cheetah. They smoke my partner like reef. Dímelo porque o no entiendo. Mi gente must really need Jesus. They shed real blood. I never seen the crypt and I believe it. It's too easy. Too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. It's too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. Too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. Too easy.
Welcome in. Episode 116 of the WAG Show. I'm your host, Ben Husser. We are here to talk about best bets. We got college football this weekend. We have NFL this weekend. If you guys missed yesterday's episode, you can go back and rewatch it. I went through the content schedule for the upcoming season for football, both betting and DFS. My main DFS article for the week 1 slate will be up in a little bit after the stream. DFS, we crushed last night, took down some tournaments on DraftKings. So yesterday I was trying to give you guys that 15% off. Hopefully you guys take advantage of it, and I would have paid for your week, would have paid for your season. Your genius called Monty yards and touchdowns. Don't know if I'm a genius, but yes, was right on Monty. Really helped us in DFS. I had him in a same game parlay. Had him to just score a touchdown, so that was nice. In addition to the DFS, I hit a 6x slip over on underdog, which I gave out to subscribers. Like I said, we cashed same game parlay that I gave out for free over on TikTok, and yeah, this is a good night. Good first night of football. That's what we do around here. Excited for this weekend. If you guys have any questions on anything, go ahead and ask. I'm going to run through college real quick, and then we'll talk a little NFL as well. If you want more NFL talk, I will be live tomorrow night, 9 p.m. in our Discord. I will be talking DFS, betting, building a lineup, all that good stuff. So if you want more NFL-specific talk in the Discord, 9 p.m. tomorrow, I'll be live. And then 11 a.m. right here on YouTube and everything else. 11 a.m. on Sunday, I will be live again as well. So, yeah, basically going live every single day. It's pretty crazy. Every single day almost. He's giving out money. That is correct. Swag Show also correct. All right, so what do you guys got? Let me know in the chat. I'm going to go through college. I have a pretty big stand on Kansas tonight against Illinois. I have seen other people I respect in like the betting community. I've seen them on Illinois. I just don't see what they're looking at. Illinois coming into the season now, it's important. We don't want to overreact to 1 week, but coming into the season, the strength of this Illinois team was supposed to be their defense. Specifically their run defense. They did lose a lot of defensive backs from last season, but they were supposed to have this great run defense. And Toledo, who is a MAC school, came in and they ran the ball all over Illinois last week. They almost beat Illinois outright. So that was not very encouraging for me to see if I'm on the Illinois side. And then if we switch over to the Kansas side, they're getting Jalen Daniels, their quarterback, back tonight. They have a very explosive offense. I think that their passing game for sure is going to be able to take advantage of the Illinois secondary. But I mean, if Toledo was able to run the ball on Illinois, I'm pretty sure Kansas's run game is going to be able to get going. Kansas is a very good offensive line. So I think that there's no way Illinois offensively can keep pace with Kansas. So I have a big stand. I love Kansas tonight. I took a -3. I took them first half. I think you could mess around maybe with some alt spread stuff. But I like Kansas tonight a lot. So there's like a little free bet for you guys. Kansas tonight, I like. Scrolling down here, I mean, the big game tomorrow is Nebraska, Colorado. It's like the most bet on game of the week, more so than all the NFL games. Books are taking more action on Colorado and Nebraska than any of the NFL games this weekend, which is insane. It's going to smash ratings-wise. Everyone loves Dion. So that'll be fun. I don't really have a side in the game. I bought into Colorado last weekend. The Colorado TCU game was not over. And they still had FanDuel still had Colorado up as a +110. So I hopped on that. It's obviously since moved to like -130, -140. So I got a good position there. I can hedge out if I want, but I don't know. I might just let it ride. It's a very interesting game. I do think Nebraska is going to keep the game close with how they can run the ball. But if it is a close game, I think that Nebraska will do what Nebraska does, and that is lose close games. So I still would lean, even though it's very public, I still would lean Colorado. I just think they're the better team. Now, when Colorado gets into some of these Pac-12 games, I might be betting against Colorado. But for now, I do think they can beat Nebraska. But that's like the big game in that 12 o'clock window. Notre Dame, NC State should be pretty good. Don't really have a lean there. Utah, Baylor. I liked Utah at open when it was 5.5. Tougher sell now that it's 7 points. So I don't know. I'll probably stay away from that. I kind of like Miami as an underdog here. There's big sharp money coming in on Miami on the money line. You can see they move from +180 to +142. There's some sharp money coming in on their spread as well. Line moved from 4.5 to 3.5. Despite Texas A&M being very public, very, very public spot here for Texas A&M, but lines moving towards Miami. The game is in Miami. Really, really like Miami. I'm going to take – I posted in the Discord yesterday. I wanted to take them. I am going to take a stand on them. I might just bet them money line and not even mess with the spread. But I'm still fine with the +3.5. I might just take them outright, though. I really like the spot for Miami to win this game. So interested in there. Miami's good. Yeah, I think Texas A&M's okay, but I don't know. I like Miami in this game. Ole Miss Tulane is a very good game as well. At Tulane in the 3:30 window. A lot of people like this Tulane team. I like Ole Miss here, man. I think Ole Miss. I admit that Tulane is good for sure, better than a normal non-con game that Ole Miss would play. But I like Ole Miss here. They looked really good in week 1. I think Jackson Dart, Judkins, those guys will get the job done. So I would lean Ole Miss in this game, but that should be a fun game to watch. I'll definitely be watching that one at 3:30. UMass is everyone's favorite dog. You can see super popular again. 18% of the bets, but 64% of the money. UMass, very, very popular pick again this week. Not popular, but just short. The big money is on UMass again this week. So that's an interesting spot. Let's see here. Any other good games? Nothing crazy until we get obviously Texas, Alabama Saturday night. Very, very good game in Tuscaloosa. I grabbed Texas +7.5. It's moved to 7. So if you're good with the push, you could look at that. But I don't know. I've gone back and forth. I grabbed Texas +7.5, but I'm not super convicted on it. You can see Alabama obviously is very public. They're getting 77% of the money line tickets. They're getting 65% of the spread tickets. So Alabama, very, very public. I think Texas can keep that game close. Wasn't super impressed with Quinn Ewers last week against Rice, but, I don't really think they were trying to show much given that they were about to play Bama. So we'll see. But I think that I do think Texas is a good team. I think they're going to be very, very volatile this season based off of kind of just how Ewers plays. Um, you I think that his deep ball didn't look super good. His decision making didn't look super good against Rice to me. So they're going to go as far as he takes them. Now, they do have options on the bench behind him. But there was a lot of hype on Quinn Ewers coming into the season, and I didn't come away from that Rice game super impressed. But like I said, I don't think they were trying to show much, given that they play Bama this week. So I'll let it slide. I'm back in Texas here as underdogs. So we'll see what happens. Should be a good game Saturday night. Another good game for Travis here. UCF Boise in Boise. Some sharp money coming in on Boise, but UCF still very, very public. I don't know. I would lean UCF in this game. I think UCF is the better team. Boise State did not look good to me. I mean, obviously they're playing Washington and Penix, and that's a Heisman candidate, very, very good Washington team, but they just didn't look good. Anytime you give up 500 passing yards, I don't have much to say about that. They're not letting Green run very much, which is confusing to me. So Boise State looked bad. So even though they're at home, I would lean UCF in that game. Wisconsin, I like. There's some 5.5s hanging around out there. I think Wisconsin minus 5.5, I think is fine. Would lean towards them in that game. And then late night here, there's a couple games that are interesting. We have Cal and Auburn. We have Stanford USC. Stanford USC, excuse me. I grabbed the over 69.5. It says 70. It is 70 on DK, but you can get a 69.5 on a few books. I like the over 69.5 there as my play in that game. Auburn Cal, I may, depending on how Saturday goes, I may put a money line bet in on Cal in this game at home. Cal looked. I thought Cal was going to be arguably the worst team in the Pac-12 coming into the season. They didn't play anybody good. They played North Texas last week, but I was impressed with what I saw. I'm a big Jay Knott fan. I think Jay Knott is arguably the best running back in the Pac-12. He can completely take over a game, and I think that's a lot of respect for Auburn here. So I might, depending on how Saturday goes, might put a bet in on Cal. Don't know, spread or money line. We'll see. Maybe I'll put him in a parlay or something, but I want to monitor that. But I do kind of like Cal as an underdog here against Auburn. That about does it for college. If you guys have any questions on any other college games, go ahead and ask me. But biggest plays for me, really Kansas -3 tonight. Love that. Stanford USC over 69.5. Love that. I'm going to put a bet in on Miami. I like them. So that's kind of my leans there. Let's go over to the NFL slate. Like I said, if you guys want more NFL content, tomorrow night in Discord, I will be live talking the slate for DFS and betting, props, all that good stuff. I'll be live Sunday morning as well. But just a quick glance here at the slate. What's your guys? Do you guys like any teams? If you're in the chat, who do you guys like for NFL this week? What underdogs do you guys like? Because there's always a big underdog that wins in week 1. So I'm curious who you guys think it'll be. And when I say big underdog, I'm not talking Panthers at 3.5 or Steelers at 2.5. Steelers are a pretty public pick, but I'm talking about an actual underdog. Like Buccaneers at 6 is an underdog. Cardinals at 7 is an underdog. Colts at 5, I'll give you as an underdog. Rams at 5 is an underdog. So out of those teams, who do you think can win? Miami, but not that much of an underdog. Yeah, Miami, I'll give you that. That's an interesting spot, honestly. If you guys remember to last season, that I mean, Miami was literally setting the NFL on fire offensively. Nobody had any answer for what Mike McDaniel was doing on offense with those guys, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle. And then they ran into the Chargers in a primetime game, and the Chargers absolutely shut them down. Brandon Staley was in his bag and shut down the Miami Dolphins. That hadn't been done. Miami was carving up everybody, and they ran in. I think it was a Sunday night later, and Brandon Staley shut him down. So that's an interesting spot. Obviously, with both teams having a few months to prepare for the game, that's a really, really fun game. But I do agree, Miami's definitely live to win the game, 100%. 100%. I would pick Chargers, but 100% agree Miami is live to win that game. I think the Buccaneers are my favorite underdog pick, honestly. I can't believe I'm saying that, but I really don't trust this Vikings defense. And, I mean, you can see lines moving towards Tampa, even though the majority of the bets are on Minnesota. I don't know. I like Tampa as my my upset pick for this week. Who do you like for Survivor? Yeah, we talked about it a little bit yesterday. I think I'm in one Survivor pool, and I have 4 entries. So I went 2 Washington, 2 Baltimore. That's my picks for Survivor this week. I think Tannehill still has gas in the tank to upset. I could see that. I think the Saints are good. So that's my lean. But I mean, I agree. You can see it's very, very close in terms of ticket amount between the two. Definitely more money coming in on Tennessee. So that seems to be like a decently sharp pick. I can understand that for sure. Christian Watson out. Yeah, I saw that. So I'll be talking about that in my article a little bit. We'll talk about it in Discord tomorrow and Sunday morning. But yeah, Christian Watson out for the Packers. That's a pretty big deal. Romeo Doubs is questionable. They have Jaden Reed as a rookie. They have Samari Toure. Jaden Reed, I think, is very good. You guys know if you watch the stream, I'm a big Jaden Reed fan, so excited to see him. They also have Luke Musgrave at tight end, who is going to mix in a lot. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I mean, Christian Watson being out definitely hurts the Green Bay Packers offense. Favorite prop for the main slate. Favorite prop. Not sure if I have one yet. I might keep you guys updated on that. I don't think I've taken any props in the Discord yet for the main slate. So we'll see. If you guys missed it when we went over the content schedule yesterday, though, I will have an anytime touchdown article up tomorrow. It'll be up by like noon probably, but it'll have 2 or 3 anytime touchdown picks for this weekend. And if you guys have FanDuel Sportsbook, if you don't, go to betcomer.com, click Sportsbook promo, sign up through FanDuel there. But FanDuel Sportsbook is offering a 50% profit boost on a 3+ leg anytime touchdown parlay this weekend. So I'll be giving out my pick for that in the Discord, picking 3 or 4 guys, and we'll get a 50% boost on it. Do you see Casey trying out wide receiver? No, they'll be fine. They'll be fine. It was a bad game, but that happens. They'll be fine over the course of the season. I mean, what a bad game for Tony, though. I mean, that was just disastrous. And I'll be honest, I'm worried about Sky Moore. Like I said earlier, I don't want to overreact to week 1. But when we're talking about football, and it's not like basketball or baseball where you're getting games every single day, you're getting 1 game a week. So you kind of have to react quickly, because if you don't, it's going to be too late. And I do not like what I saw for Sky Moore last night. Not necessarily even his play. The fact that Travis Kelce is out and he's not able to command targets. I think for like season-long players, that's not a good sign for Sky Moore. If Travis Kelce's not playing and Sky Moore still can't earn targets, then I don't think Sky Moore is going to be a thing. They did try to manufacture like a rush attempt for him, but it was not looking good. was not looking good for our friend Sky Moore. So that is bullish. Justin Ross, I mean, is going to have to mix in at some point. Obviously, Rashee Rice caught the touchdown, the rookie. They have Richie James. They have Justin Watson. So we'll see what happens. They have Marcus Valdes-Scantling. So they'll be fine. They're not going to be trying out guys or anything, I don't think. But not optimistic for Sky Moore, in my opinion. I didn't like Chris Jones sitting in the owner's box eating popcorn. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have a take. I mean, these guys, like, if he thinks he should make more money, then he has every right to try and get that. If it were me, like, I don't know, maybe I'm in a different position, like if I was making that sort of salary playing a game. But if it were up to me, I would always be down to take a little bit less money for the goal of the team if I was on a team like that. Like the Chiefs have potential to win 4, 5, 6 Super Bowls. So if I was on a team like that, I would be willing to take a little bit less money, but I'm not here to tell anyone what they can and can't do. Obviously, Nick Bosa signed that huge contract, so he feels like he should get some more money. And he's one of the best defensive players in football, so I can't blame him in that. If he thinks he deserves more, then he has every right to try and get it. He will get a contract eventually, though. I don't think this is going to carry on very long here. I think he'll be back pretty soon. Do you have any touchdown picks now? I haven't started looking at the article yet because I'm going to finish my DFS article first. Off the top of my head, off the top of my head, J.K. Dobbins sticks out and Rachaad White sticks out. Those would probably be two that I like. But I haven't finalized anything. I'm going to look at things tonight when I start working on the article. Overall, that pretty much does it. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys want more bets of mine, my betting card, it's in the Discord for premium members. If you want access to these tools, we have the live trends tool. We have the money line predictor right here. Great, fantastic tool, the money line predictor. We have the total predictor. We have the sleeper predictor if you play sleeper. We have the underdog predictor if you play underdog fantasy. We have the prize picks predictor if you play on prize picks. We have tons of tools, premium Discord channel, access to my betting card, sign up betkarma.com/pricing. DFS, we've got you covered as well, especially after last night. Everybody paid for their DFS membership after last night. So you guys go check that out. I'll be around all weekend. Get in the Discord so you can come to this the show on Saturday night, 9 p.m. I'll be live talking DFS, betting, building a lineup. Sunday morning, 11 o'clock on YouTube. I'll be live as well. So good luck with your bets tonight, over the weekend, on Sunday. I'll be back on Monday, 3 p.m. to break down Monday Night Football. Good luck